Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Elite Dangerous, and I'm going to upgrade from my Eagle to a hauler. So I'm here in Django Dock. I'm not actually going to do the upgrading here, I just wanted to show you how the black market works first. So if you remember the last video, I filled up my Eagle with illegal tobacco. So the way you sell that, because you can't sell it just in a legitimate commodities market, right? There we go, it took a little bit to load properly there. So you can't sell tobacco here. It's just not a thing you can do. So I can go to contacts and you see we've got a black market here. Now this doesn't appear, you don't get a black market at every station, so like All In, Enterprise or Dock, whatever it's called, that didn't have a black market. So I go click black market, I want to sell illegal goods. Nothing really subtle about that. And there we go, there's our tobacco. And you can see I'm going to get 5,000 credits for each unit. So that's 20 grand just for carrying around a bunch of tobacco basically. Pretty awesome profit. So there we go, I've got 25 grand free plus the trade-in value for the Eagle. That's going to be plenty to buy a hauler. So now I just need to find a station that has one, because Django doesn't have a hauler. So I'm going to fly to somewhere I can get a hauler, and I'll see you there.
Detecting hostile scan. Detecting hostile scan.
Welcome to our station.
Warning, landing gear not deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, so we landed at All In Enterprise, and if I'm right, they sell a hauler here. So let's take a look. Go to the shipyard. There we go, hauler. So that's only going to cost me 6,000 credits because of the value of the Eagle. So I'm actually going to have plenty of credits left for a trade run as well, which is good. So, out of the Eagle, bye-bye Eagle, into the hauler. And I think I'm going to be in the hauler for quite a while. I guess I could upgrade to the Viper after this, which is a ship that was added by the standard beta, I think. I don't think the Viper was in premium beta. So I guess I'll probably do that, I suppose, but even then it could take me a while to earn up, what's that, 76,000 credits. But anyway, well, this is the hauler. Cool. I haven't seen one of these before, I haven't flown one or anything like that. So this one's still the, TrackIR doesn't like that. This one's still the single seat sort of ship. I guess it's the bigger ones where you can, or where I think in the future they're planning on you actually being able to get up and walk around out of your ships. Kind of like Star Citizen does, except they've gone about it, they're kind of doing it the other way around in Elite, so you just, at the moment you're just in the cockpit, whereas in Star Citizen you started out running around and walking around the ships without being able to fly them. Alright, well, let's figure out a bit about this ship. So do we have weapons? Got a single pulse laser by the looks of that, not too bad. Alright, let's go starport services. Now I know this has significantly more cargo capacity. How far can it jump? 8 light years at the moment. That's the best of any ship that I've had so far, which isn't saying much because I've had a Sidewinder and an Eagle. So that's pretty good. Commodities market, 16 units, so that's a lot of cargo. 4 times as much as the Sidewinder. Outfitting, how many hard points and stuff do we have? We've got 1 weapons hard point, and then utilities and support. So that's heatsink, chaff, that sort of thing. Not the prettiest looking ship, but I guess it does the job. So what are we going to do? We're at All In now. Let's check the commodities. Got a good supply of pesticides and good supply of grain. Agri-medicine. Apparently progenitor cells are pretty good, but I can't really afford to do a full run of those. So it'll probably be something pretty cheap for the first one. Or something that'll bring in a good profit margin as well. sure. Combat stabilizers. That sounds interesting. I also don't want to carry something that'll get me, like, pirated. Because this ship is not, it's going to be harder to run away. Alright, so we'll make a big profit on synthetic meat. It's not the sexiest sounding thing, but it's got a good profit margin. I ended up buying this for 87 credits. Galactic average is 161. Let's fill up on this. There we go, however much that was.
Warning, cargo hold at
'Cause-
maximum capacity.
Yes, it's a good idea to have some credits in your balance, because, I mean, Elite does have a an insurance sort of system, so like you die and you can buy back your ship and everything like that, but you need the credits to do so. So I'd rather not risk it too much just at the moment. So where can I go so far? I can go straight to Ibutus. Doesn't look like I can go much further, given that I've got a full load of cargo. Not in a single jump anyway. So I'm actually going to take a look at the trade routes here in the galactic map. So turn off metals. What am I carrying? Food? Yeah, synthetic meat. So it doesn't actually look like that's showing anything. If it was showing something, it would be like giving me glowing lines to where the synthetic meat is produced and where it's delivered. So, So you see, if I turn on metals, you got metals produced here in LHS 2887, and it's being sent like all over these places. And so, you know, that's basically how the trade routes work. But it's not actually giving me anything for synthetic meat. Luckily, I think that it's something that is fairly easy to sell. I'd say Ibutus could definitely go for it, given that they're an industrial world. So industrial, they basically won't have much food, food production, so they'll import all their food. What else have we got? Ibutus could be the best choice, at least to start. We'll see what happens, I guess. If Ibutus doesn't have anything, not Opala, they're agricultural. Maybe Acellus Primus, or LP98 132. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. We'll try Ibutus. So let's launch this. I have a feeling this ship is going to be a bit bigger than what I'm used to flying. And probably slower as well. So, am I good to go?
Ship released.
There we go.
Engines engaged.
It's not responding too slowly in the station, but the station is not exactly the best time to test out all your flight mechanics. Alright, so engine's up to full speed, top speed's about 200. That's not too bad really. If we hit the boost, how far does it go? It yaws slowly though. So I guess you're going to be wanting to roll and pitch rather than yaw. So with the booster, 286, I think it topped out at. That's not bad. That'll do the job. I was worried that it was actually going to be really slow. It doesn't look like that's the case.
Drive charging.
So let's make our run to Ibutus. Pretty short jump, 3.5 light years. With our load full of delicious synthetic meat. And so I think if you're planning on being a hauler, if you're planning on being a trader, sorry, in Elite, then you're basically going to want to rush into the hauler, because the Sidewinder just doesn't cut it for trading, really. I mean, it gets you started, but not much else. Come on, where's the right place? Go to Chango. There we go. And obviously, the Eagle's a combat ship. Like, it's pretty much a dedicated combat ship. So you're not really going to want to use that for trading. So I think I'm probably going to be flying this for a fair while. I'll probably do a video on the Viper, but realistically, I'm aiming more for the dedicated trading ships, which is like the Lakon Type 9 or something. That's the one that costs like 1 million credits. Or more. I mean, I think the prices kind of change depending on supply and demand, so I think the first day standard beta came out, it was like 1 million credits, and the day after it was 3 million credits or something like that, so it can get a bit crazy. What's that up there? Apparently I'm going way too fast. I wasn't paying attention at all there. I must have had my throttle set a little bit too fast. I thought it was okay, but evidently not. That's the problem. When you've got it in the sweet spot like that, you get used to it like speeding up and slowing down for you all at the same time. So I was just cruising around with like hands off the joystick and everything. Luckily, overshooting doesn't really cost you anything except for time. Although I guess if I was on the wrong trajectory, I would have just gone straight into the planet. Probably not the best idea. So we're not far from Shango now, so we'll be there pretty soon. Not the best visibility out of this cockpit, as you'd expect. It's not a fighter craft after all, it's a trading ship. I like you got the little air vents you see to the left and the right of the radar. It's like in a, just like you get in a car or something. I don't know if they had those in the Eagle and the Sidewinder. If they did, I didn't notice it. Disengage right there. If you time it really carefully, you can disengage at like less than 20 kilometers, and then you'll end up really close to the station. But when I say really close, I mean like sometimes you can glitch inside the station and instantly blow up and all that sort of thing. So I'm not really going to try that just yet. Maybe when I've got like millions of credits and I don't care about losing ships, then I'll try that. But right now, I don't think so. So it's taking a while to pop out of Super Cruise at Django. It's done this before. I think it's just server load, especially if there's a few players and everything at Django. And this is one of the more popular docks from what I've seen. So it tends to load in pretty slowly. But it does load in eventually. That's the most important part. Alright, so there's our entrance right there. Not sure if you guys will be able to see that. There's just some little lights extending from the dock. So that's good. Sometimes you have to fly around the whole bloody thing just so you can find the entrance, which is irritating. Because obviously the docks and everything are all rotating. So it's never quite where you expect it to be. Alright, we're just about in range to request docking. There we go. Landing pad 19. Too easy. Oop, somebody's shooting up there. I wonder what's going on. Oh, the station's shooting as well. That did not end well for whoever that was. Probably somebody who had a bounty or stolen stuff on board or something like that, I guess. Gotta be careful with these stations, they'll take you out without a second thought. Alright, going in. Probably should slow down a little bit. And I'm looking for landing pad 19, which is right down there. Nice and easy. Full speed ahead. Alright, let's see if we can get it in nice and smooth. too far forwards. There we go.
Docking successful. Engines
I still haven't used the docking computer. Apparently it's a lot slower than doing it yourself. And I mean, doing it yourself really isn't that hard. At least not with the way I've got my joystick set up. It's pretty easy to control it in with the all the various thrusters. Alright, so commodities market. Let's hope we were right about the value of synthetic meat. Yep, we were right. That's some big profit there. Well, relatively big. I mean, it's only what? We're only making 2,000 credits. But it was a decent profit margin, so that's a good one to start off with. When you're starting the game, if you don't have much money, buy this nice and cheap, sell it high. So that was a pretty good trade run. We're up to 21,000 credits. So I mean, I suppose we could also do missions from the bulletin board. Things like this, hell static furnaces, you know, we've got the distance for that, nice and easy. Cleaners. Oh, that's blowing up that ship. HE suits, yeah. So we could do this one easily enough if we wanted to, but I'm not going to right now. So that's the hauler. Fairly, think of it, I think, like the Ute or the pickup truck of the Elite universe. It's like the F-150 or something, the Ford F-150 or something. It carries enough that you can make a bit of money, but it's not a full-size truck. So we're going to show it here. So it's something like the Type 6 for nearly 200,000, or the Lakon Type 9 Heavy for 3.5, bloody hell, that's expensive, 3.5 million credits. That's where the big cargo transporting is at. And then the Cobra Mark III and the Viper is the high-end fighting ships. So it's going to be a little while until I'm up at this point. But yes, well, this is the hauler. Pretty cool. I think I'm going to be flying this for quite a while. I really want to go pick that stuff up. So I'm not sure when my next Elite video will be. Like I said, I'll be flying this for a bit, so it'll take me a bit of time to grind up some money and that sort of thing. But yeah, so until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.